Hi there, we're going to show you the puppies and their markings. So they are 5 weeks old today, actually, right on their 5-week mark. And we're going to show you what markings are still showing up on these puppies at this point. Right now, the puppies are kind of going through a transition in their fur from their puppy fur that they were born with to their more grown-up fur. As they do so, they get more red in color and just get that grown-up fur. But that means right now that their fur, especially on their chest, is pretty thin. And so sometimes not all of their markings show up at this point, but we'll show you what is still showing up at this point. So this is our red boy. You can see somewhere in all of his rolls. There's his ribbon. This is our red boy, and his fun little star on his chest, it almost looks like a star right here on his chest, is still showing up on him. And he's got all solid paws. So that is his only marking. All right, we're going to wake some of these puppies up now. I'm going to be so mean. Come here, Gray. Oh, come here. I'm going to wake you up. Yes, handsome boy. So here is our Gray puppy, and I'll just show you. He is a solid puppy, so we're just going to show that to you. Put your head up. He's a little thin here on his chest, as you can see, but he was solid at birth. Nothing has shown up between now and then, so he should be a solid puppy. Nothing's showing up right now, and solid on all of his paws. So let's see. We'll grab the blue boy next. He's our other solid boy. Try not to bump the camera and knock it out of your hand. Come here, Blue. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wake you up. I'm sorry. You were having a nap. I know. I know. Oh, they're all going to climb on me. All right. So Blue here is a solid pup as well. We can get his feet out of the way. Lift up his head. Nothing there on the chest. Solid front. And can I move your head, Red? Can I move? Solid back. So those are the two solid boys. Now, if we grab, I'm sorry puppies, but I have to scoot a little.
Maybe scoot closer to the pile.
I have to scoot a little bit. All right. Let's grab Orange next. He's right here. Sorry, Brown. Waking you up. He is very marked. So we already showed you Gray and Blue. They're the two solid ones. Red has a very distinct, definite marking, but a small one. Orange has the distinct, definite marking, but it's quite large. So we're going to show that to you. It's not showing up near as much right now as when he was born, because like I said, their fur is thinner, but he's got marking coming down right here and right here on his chest, so he's got that double banner. When he was tiny, he had just a spot of it up here somewhere under the collar area. I'm not seeing that right now. It may or may not come back, but he's definitely got these two banners on his chest. Oh, sorry. Then when he was tiny, he had like 3 white hairs in the middle of his forehead. They are not showing up right now, and they very well could be gone forever, because even when he was tiny, it was so little. It was just like 3 or 4 hairs right in the middle of his forehead. But if those do come back, that's not breed standard. The marking on the chest and paws is fine. Forehead really isn't. And so we're offering him only limited registration just in case that comes back. But it was so tiny and it's not there now. It very well could be gone forever. For him, front paws are solid. Sorry, get the paws out there. And back paws are solid. All right. Now the other two puppies are kind of somewhere in between the solid and the marked. They have markings, but they're very faint, very tiny. They're the kind that may or may not disappear as they age. So we're going to wake up Brown here. Come here, sir. Come here. Oh, so sleepy. I know. So Brown, when he was born, had the tiniest white marking right here on his cowlick. I am catching a very faint hint of it. It's hard to tell right now. Their fur is so thin that sometimes it might look like marking on the camera and it's just skin. All this down in here is just skin, where his fur is really thin. But I am still catching the tiniest hint right there by my pinky of white. It was just a little tiny white spot there on his cowlick. That may stay. That may go away. Our River had really faint chest markings as a young pup, and his you really can't see anymore. So it could go either way. So there's our brown boy that even if it comes back, is going to be pretty much mostly solid. I mean, you'd probably really have to look to see that. Green here has the same marking as brown, but slightly larger. So he's got that little calic marking. Let me show you. His might show up, oops, sorry, a little better on the camera. His is right there. He's got that same calic marking, but his is a little bit bigger. And his front paws are solid. I forgot to show you Brown's paws. We'll grab him again in just a second. He's got a little bit of marking right here on these back left toes for Green. Let's hurry and show you Brown's paws. Sorry, buddy. I'm going to wake you up again. That's just so mean. So we got solid on the front and solid on the back for him. So Brown's only marking is that little tiny chest patch. So in all effect, he's going to be like a solid dog, but if you look really close, you may or may not be able to see that chest marking. All right, now let's move on to our girls. We'll do purple since she's the only girl that's on me right now. Oh, light purple is too. We got the two purple girls. We'll start with dark purple right here. So this is our dark purple girl. She is quite marked. So let me show you her markings. She's got a really big, definite chest patch going on right there. So she is definitely going to be a marked dog. Solid on her front paws. And if you look at the back paws, hold your feet out. They're looking solid as well. Now you'll remember she's the one that had that whelping accident and lost this toe right here. And as you can see, hopefully the camera's showing it up, it's really healing really well. It does not seem to be holding her back any. She runs around and gets into just as much mischief as any of the rest of them. So she's doing great. So that is our dark purple girl. Yellow wants to be a movie star too. Let's do light purple, then we'll get you. Come here, light purple. We're gonna show you this girl. So she started out itty bitty teeny tiny, if you remember, if you've been following along the whole time. She was the smallest puppy we have ever had, but she is growing great. She's a big girl now. So let's just show you on her. I'm not seeing anything showing up on her chest. Solid front paws. And can you watch out, Yellow? There might be the tiniest, trying to decide if that's a frosting. There might be the tiniest bit of frosting on those toes. It's so light, even with, being right here looking at it, I can't decide if that's frosting or not. There might be the tiniest bit right there on that toe. She's growing and doing great. She's a beautiful girl. Oh, Yellow, don't run away. Your turn to be the movie star. Come here. Here is our yellow girl. And let's show her to you. Let's roll her over. She has a long, skinny chest spanner right down the center. Just starts right at the calic and it goes straight down from there. Solid on the front. And a little bit of frosting right here on this back right foot for her. So she's a marked puppy, but lightly, It's a marking that's going to be there for sure, but it's not huge. All right, what other girls are near me? Let's wake up Teal here. Come here, Teal. It's your turn. It is. Some of these puppies have a little bit of a dirty nose. They've been eating their food. All right, let's show you Teal. Oh, can that be Teal's turn for a minute? Can it, please? Let's brush your nose off. Okay. So Teal, if you remember, she's the one that has the marking that's shaped like a 7. It's really kind of fun. Now some people draw their 7 with a little hook on the end. That's exactly what she's got going on. She has a 7 right there on her chest. Solid front. And on the back, you've got a toe here on her back right foot. And a toe and a tiny bit on that toe right here on the back left. So those are Teal's markings. Light purple's between your feet, so be careful. Okay, we're gonna wake up our pink girl. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, Pink. She's the last of our girls to show to you. She's another pretty hefty good one. I actually haven't weighed them quite yet today. I'm doing that right after this video. So we will share weights with you in emails. When it's your turn to pick, we will put their current weight, you know, of that day that I'm sending out the email in their emails. So we will share that with you in the emails. But she and Dark Purple are definitely feeling today like the biggest of the girls. I'm not sure which of these two is bigger, but they're the hefty girls. All right, let's show you to them. So she has this that's kind of off to the right side on her chest, right there. Kind of off center right. Solid front. And a little bit on each back paw. I don't know if that shows up in the camera. We got a little bit on this toe, and then it looks like the center two toes on that foot. She wants to wiggle, huh? So those are close-ups of their markings of what's showing up currently. And if you want to refresh yourself of what they looked like when they were born, the markings are much darker when they're born before they start to lose that puppy coat and it starts to get thinner. So if you want to refresh what the markings looked like when they were in full bore, you can go back. I believe it was our first movie, either the first or second movie we did of these puppies, that we showed their markings at that point. So you can go back and review that to see what they looked like then, and this is what they're looking like now. They're so cute. They're just little bundles of energy running around having a good time with super sharp teeth. Super sharp. But we're just really happy with these puppies. I know I say this every video, but I love their coloring. They're very, very dark, very beautiful. Sorry, Red. Love their coloring. So anyway, this is that litter.